Alright guys, this is Scott Tig with you again, and today I got my first Broadway Limited SD40-2. I ordered two of them. This is the 1627. I think the other one's 1629. It hasn't come yet. Got this one today and haven't tested it out yet because I wanted y'all to be the first with me to test it out, but there's some things on here that I don't like. There's some things on here I do like, but one of the problems that I first found was this right here. Now, look how much play is in the trucks and the chassis. It's so much wobble there. I've never seen that much wobble in an engine before, but that's a lot of wobble. I don't know if I can put some spacers under here on the chassis so the trucks, when it hits a spacer, it won't wobble so much. But that was one thing I found. And another thing I found was, you know, they painted the step treads, but they didn't paint the handrails. I mean, you pay $200 and some for these engines and stuff. At least they could have done was, you know, paint the handrails a little. But and the other thing that I noticed on the N&W SD40-2s and SD40s, they had an RS5T or S5T on here. This is a 3-chime horn here, so that nailed me a little bit, but that's all right. I can change that out. As far as the paint and detail goes, it's pretty crisp. Move it in here a little bit. Now, they did do these runs in the N&W scheme and the Southern Railway scheme, so that's pretty nice. But like I said, I model the modern day, so I got the NS versions. But let's start it up, and I'll show you what it sounds like. The sound on the Broadway Limited is pretty good. I think I like the sound in them better than I do scale trains. They're not as muffled, in my opinion. The scale train's is good, but I think I like the sound of the Broadway Limited a little bit better. Here's the horn. The bell. Let's see if we can't run the engine up. Like in notch 8 there. Then we'll run it back down. So that's pretty good. The other thing that I don't like, they don't give you a manual. They give you a sheet, and it tells you what the functions are, but they don't give you a booklet manual. And it says if you want to change any of your values, like your horn volume, your master volume, stuff like that, you have to get your owner's manual out, the manual, and you can find the descriptions in here that tells you what all the stuff is, and you can go from there in that manual. So if you got one of these manuals, you're alright, because the same values, the same CVs controls all these locomotives, like the SD40-2s, the ES44s, the SD40 ACEs, stuff like that. So there's the kit right there. And that was on page 22. And that's all your CVs. So you can change anything you want to on here. Alright, let's see if we can't run it down the track here. Alright. F7, function 7 is your ditch lights. And turn the headlights on. And get it back up here where you can see it. I'll stop it. Stop it right there. They just see the ditch lights. They're not as bright as they should be, and I don't know if I want to mess with these or not. I redid the ES44s and the SD40 ACEs that I got, put new LEDs in them and got them a lot brighter. This is you can see here on this GP38. That's what they look like on the ACEs and the ES44s that I got from Broadway Limited after I changed the LEDs on them. As you can see, this one, see how dim they are? Well, I don't think I'm going to mess with it. Well, you know me, I probably will, but right now I'm just going to leave it alone. But it seems to run fine. Like I said, that wobble issue is the only thing that I'm going to have trouble with, and I'm going to try to fix that. But it shouldn't have that much wobble in it. But after I paint the handrails, change the horn, should be alright. That's the only issues that I found. So, in my opinion, I'll give this locomotive probably out of 10, probably an 8 right now. As far as the little issues, the wobble issues, I mean, that's a lot of wobble. That's the only big problem that I have out of this locomotive. As far as detail and all that, it's pretty nice. Like I said, the decals and all that, the emblem and all, and the numbers, and the back and the front, it's pretty crisp. The horn issue, the ditch light issue, which Broadway Limited always had poor ditch lights to start with. I don't know why, but it seems like they could have done a better job with LEDs on that. But, and the other issue, I almost forgot, the back on these units, it doesn't have any ditch lights back here. I don't know why they didn't put the ditch lights back here, being this locomotive, the back is forward, the front of the engine. So they didn't put no ditch lights back here, which this unit has back ditch lights. So that's another issue, and I don't know if I want to tackle that or not. I think I'll leave that alone, but when I get the other unit, I'll probably run them together, so they'll be together that way, so I won't bother with that. But so the wobble issue, the wrong horn, poor ditch lights, no ditch lights on the back is the only problems I see. As far as running capability, seems to run smooth, good sound, and like I said, if you want to mess with the values to see the values of your horn, your bell, your overall main volume, just look in your owner's manual, and all the CVs is in there to change all this. But if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. I haven't pulled a train with it yet. This is the first time I've had it on the track, so I just wanted to show it to you. And when I get some more stuff with this locomotive, run some cars with it and stuff like that, see how it pulls, I'll get back with you and do an update. Well, until then, if you get this locomotive, like I said, it's 8 out of 10 for me. Should be a good roster locomotive.